Welcome back to the SSK show. My name is Smitty Special Kirk,
And I'm Misha C.
and my voice is a little jacked up, but just bear with me today. Had to handle some stuff. So look,
He was screaming. He was
hey,
screaming
well, I
like
was
a
singing,
baby.
singing in church, blew it out. I got everybody, I got the church up and rocking. But that's what I do. But anyway, we wanted to mention that this is our 2 year anniversary month
Yes.
because
Yes,
it was
is.
April 9th. And hopefully this will be posted before it's out. If people are like, what the hell you talking about? This May. But if it ain't, just know we just posted late. We're going to talk about that. Then we're going to go straight into the CD because I haven't done CDs in a while. Tony Braxton have a new CD called Sex and Cigarettes. It's a really good CD. I think there are like 10 tracks on it. It's a good CD. I like it. She got Deadwood on there, Sex and Cigarettes. I really like that because basically it's saying like how you come home cheat and smell like sex and cigarette. You can at least come home and lie. You just bold as hell, getting up in the bed, smell like sex and cigarettes. Ain't saying shit to me. They're nothing. Well, basically that's what the song's about.
He's paraphrasing. But also, there's a song that they play on the radio. I don't know the name of it.
It's I Live or something like that.
I can't remember, but it's a nice song. I do like
It's
it.
a shame I got the CD upstairs.
And I forget the name of it.
But I mean, it's a nice CD. You want to mention your boy?
Meek Mill just was released from prison today.
Oh, today?
Yes, I know everyone. Actually, I'm sorry, like yesterday. It was just yesterday.
Okay.
So I'm sure all of his fans are very happy.
Okay.
Not that I'm a big fan, but
Why was he even in jail? I didn't even know he was in jail that
violated
long.
his parole. And
Who haven't?
But they railroaded him, and it was unjust. He was unjustly imprisoned.
What was his parole for?
He had been arrested years ago, and he was on parole for 10 years.
Okay.
Listen, I watched this on TV, okay? I think, I don't know, I have no idea what it was for. I can't remember. But he pretty much, from what I read, the judge wasn't happy about something that happened. I don't know. I can't remember the whole story, so I'm not even going to try to. But anyway, the whole thing is that I saw he was released, and he got to go to some basketball game. I think it was the Phillies basketball game, whatever team is in Philly, and he got to sit with Kevin Hart.
The Philly steak cheese. The Philly steak cheese. That's
Football team.
Yeah, Philly steak cheese.
Anyway, the whole thing is people were waiting for him to be released. It was like a big old party for them. So.
Oh, well, that's nice. I don't know nothing about Meek Mill. Somebody said you heard his music before, and I was like, okay, I didn't even know it was him. I don't know.
I don't really listen to him, but I just thought it was worthy of saying.
Okay. Well, you got a fan, Meek Mill. If you watching this, which you probably won't, but I'm just saying, you never know because somebody can snatch this, put this on something else. Next thing you know, boom, it blow up. Next thing we doing interviews on Megan Kelly or Kelly Megan, whatever her name is. I think it's
Kelly.
Is it Megan Kelly?
Yes.
Her, the Today Show, all kinds of stuff. Steve Harvey, all that.
Right.
Wendy. I doubt we'd be on Wendy though. But.
Well, I'll talk to you about it. I want to get to the Wendy Williams show, even though I don't like her.
I'm like, I cannot believe you want to actually go. Why you
There's-
want to be in the
there's a
audience?
purpose. So I was
fighter.
I want to pull that damn wig off and make sure she's really a woman.
That is so messed up.
I want to go for my 50th because we're going away, but I want to go there for my 50th.
We go to destination shit.
Yes, for my 50th to be in the audience, and I'm going to dress very nicely. I'm going to be one of the ones to get the fan. This is my plan.
What
all
fan?
in my head. For the best dress. What's she call it?
Eye candy.
Yes, that would be me.
You bringing it like that?
That is my plan. Okay.
Okay.
Just because.
Well, you better get up and also ask for a question too.
I don't know. I could just be the one that she sees an audience that looks good. And she
What do
says,
you
hey.
do when your mate's in the background talking to you when you're on the phone? That's one good question.
That is a good question.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I don't know.
Or you're talking about what we're talking about. They're answering. Oh yeah, and that was.
Well, once you come over here, I put it on speaker, and your ass can stay down and talk with me.
Right.
It's supposed to be an A and B conversation. You ain't seeing yourself out of here, right? Oh, my voice is so hacked up.
It is.
Maybe I should get some lemon juice or something. I got lemons in there. You got lemons, make lemonade. But I didn't make lemonade. Somebody said you're not supposed to be making lemonade. You're supposed to drink it raw. just to concentrate and stuff, and that's why my voice is still
really
act up.
eliminate. But what the heck were you doing to have a scratchy throat?
Just just talking a little bit too loud. That's all.
Okay.
You know how I get when I get amped. That's okay.
Yelling and screaming.
No, just talking a little too loud. A little too loud. That's all.
So anyway,
All right.
anything else that's
Well, that's all for the intro. Maybe we should start doing the intro stuff like that, little quick stuff,
Yes.
and I can put that in there because it seems like everybody wants pop culture all the damn
yes,
time.
people love that.
Well, we'll do that. We'll do the first segment like 5 minutes or something of
Just
We'll
some
talk about pop
pop
culture
culture.
and stuff. Much as I hate it, just like what with Beyonce, what that damn thing she was doing.
Oh, Coachella.
Yes,
They
I heard
had
she
her-
did an excellent
yeah,
job,
she
and like
did.
I gave a damn.
Destiny's Child got back together for that.
And that's
You
why
know?
my voice is out because
Solange
I had to
was
fill
on
in
it.
because one of the acts was late. So I had to fill in and I had to bring it. I just, because it was right after Beyonce.
Really?
You think I could do that?
Really.
So I wasn't ready or nothing. That's why everything was all off. But, they clapped. Some people laughed because I did trip. But it's okay. It's okay.
Alright, you know.
Because the costume wasn't right. It was just not a good day. But it's okay. I don't show a clip of it. But okay, anyway.
Okay. Right.
But our topic is going to be the aftermath of a divorce.
Yes.
Meaning, like when the divorce is over, the people who's affected by it. I mean, I know children's always affected by it. That's the thing. But what really kills me after a divorce is that you could be married to this person like for 20 years. Everybody loves you. Oh, my brother-in-law. Oh, my sister. Well, not my brother. My brother-in-law, my sister-in-law. This is my in-laws and stuff like that. But soon as divorce comes, they act like they don't even know your
You
ass.
are a redheaded stepchild.
Yeah, you can ring the doorbell like, I just come to get the rest of my stuff that was over there I left over like a year ago or a month ago. Stuff like, I don't know you. Slamming the stuff back, or they get mad from whatever the mate is saying.
Right.
For whatever, however the divorce, why it came about.
Yeah, that's true. I do want to say something real quick. The divorce rate, they say, is the number of couples that get divorced is 40 to 50% in the U.S. So that's a very high number. That's pretty much half of everybody who gets married gets divorced.
Right.
And I think even just to start at the beginning is the marriage part of it. To me, you should try to work things out as best you can. Now, there's those situations where it's just so bad that you just can't. But you really should try your best to work it out. Just because you took those vows to be married. I believe in divorce. I really do. I believe that.
Oh, you do believe every time you get married, you want a divorce?
No,
So
I believe.
so you're telling we getting divorced, right?
No, I just believe that if you are that unhappy, and it's not like, oh, they did one thing or two things, some of these really small things, because those things you can work out. It's the really huge things where I think that you shouldn't have to stay in a marriage where you're being abused.
Oh,
Whether
never.
it's physically, mentally, verbally. You should never have to take that. You shouldn't have to take any abuse of yourself and your children. Or
Right.
if your mate just can't get right and they're spending all the money, gambling it away, drinking it away, is on drugs. I mean, you try your best to work it out as long as you can. You're just not saying that very moment that they do it one time. But you keep going through this for years and years. And you cannot get ahead because this person just is selfish. I think those things are grounds for divorce. Adultery. I believe in forgiving someone. But so to me, most people will say one time, that's it. No, I give another person a chance. The excuse, there's really no excuse for it, but I say give a person a chance. But if it happens over and over, and it's just they just don't care about you, they could care less, you're being disrespected, it's not going to work out.
Well, that's absolutely true. But I think a lot of people, they get caught up with, like, I think I might have mentioned before, there's just a difference between the marriage and the wedding.
Right, and everybody's
The
getting
wedding is very
married
temporary.
to
Yeah.
have a wedding. That's
The marriage
thing.
is for lasting,
Right.
everlasting. And they forget about that. They get caught up, like you said, in the wedding. Oh, do I look great? Bridezilla and all this stuff. And then the bride,
that
the
one
groom
that-
and stuff. Everybody just having fun at the reception. Oh, we look great.
Right.
It's like, you're like rock stars. then that's over and the marriage start. Now
Yes.
there's problems. There's financial problems. There's the
Right.
physical problem that's one of your mates gets sick or something. There's like now there's a baby that you didn't expect to come about, or a badass child that wasn't yours but you brought into the marriage. Just different things that you got to go through.
Right.
People not willing to go,
And
handle it.
That's why I say it starts at the beginning. Because one, we talk about this all the time. Communication. You should communicate with that person and should know. Because sometimes we'll say, "Well, I didn't. We got married and then I don't know who they are." Well, how?
Why
could
did
that
you get married?
Person change so much that you don't know who they are. You take the time to get to know that person inside and out. You know their wants, their needs, their goals. What, and you both should have the same goals in life. I mean, you may want to, if you want to better your education, going for something different than the job, your mate's job. And I'm talking about those goals where do we want, we're going to save for our future. How are we going to raise our kids? What's our religious, what are we going to do about religion? Things like that should already be talked about long before you get married. And if that person was already cheating on you before you got married, already you found out they were doing these disrespectful type things or drugs, it's something.
No, because when you get married, all that leaves.
Right, it stops.
Yeah, it stops instantly. As soon as you say I do, whatever they were doing wrong is right.
So
that's
you out
why
every day,
we
they're
get
gonna
married,
stop.
and that's why the divorce rate is so goddamn high because people done do that dumb shit,
They
and they
believe
do
it.
that all the time. Like, oh, he's going to stop. Soon as he say I do, bitch, and be out there to say next day fucking somebody.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm cussing and I'm going hard. So but that's the truth though.
They're not changing.
And the baby don't change it either. Just
Right,
because you was dipping and doing it, and you got busted with this baby now, and this little bun in the oven. Oh, let me run and get married because I'm going to make the situation better. When it was already jacked up, it just makes it worse.
It does.
So, but if people just be honest with themselves and say, you know what, we're not a good match to be married.
Right.
Let's not do this.
Let's not even do it.
Right.
And so then you bring this child into the world, and guess what? That child is the one that then ends up suffering because you now have to take. You are now a single parent. Mm-hmm. A lot of the times, not always, you are doing this all by yourself, or you're struggling to do it because the dad then finds somebody else or goes to that chick he was already sleeping with. And he's not doing for you, your child.
Yeah, because he's raising his with the other one.
Right.
Right.
Or you two can't get along because now you're bitter because he did leave you for someone else. So you're holding the kid over your husband's head and saying you can't see him.
Or you're beating your husband with your child. Did you hear about situations like that?
Wait, what are they doing?
Like a girl and a guy, their girlfriend and boyfriend got an argument, and she got so mad she just started.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, start beating him with their own baby. I think that's so crazy.
Okay. Hold on, wait. I thought she was beating the kid. She took the baby and
It was
hitting.
swinging the guy, hitting him with the baby. No. Or there was another incident that a girl killed her baby. I don't know if it was on Facebook.
Wouldn't be with her.
Right.
Yes, I did hear that.
Stupid shit. I mean, dumb. If I could, and I'm just going to be raw as possible. Those women who do the wrongest thing when it comes by their kids, if I could reach my hand up their goddamn coochie and pull that goddamn uterus out and say, look, bitch, you won't do this again, and stomp it in front of them, I would damn sure do it because that pisses me off.
It is.
Same thing with the guys. I would like to take their nuts and just rip that sack right out. You're not making that one more motherfucking baby. Not here, not ever. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I don't know. What is that? I haven't seen you in a little bit. I don't know what the hell's going on with you.
I'm off the meds. I gotta call my doctor. The damn thing won't call me.
The hell?
Yeah. No, but I'm making a joke of it. But I'm being honest about that.
That's so true because I just read a story. I think I might have seen it on YouTube where a woman her and one guy had a child. I think the little girl was 3 or 4, and this dad loved his daughter. He got her all the time. And the mother got with this other guy, and the dad thought that they were doing something wrong to the daughter because the daughter never wanted to go home.
Right.
So he videotaped himself in the car with the daughter, having the daughter say, he was like, "You want to go? You want to stay with daddy? You want to live with daddy?" So he could record it. She was like, "I don't want to go home. I want to stay with daddy." Well, they killed this little girl. They abused her and killed her. And he was crying so hard in court. He was like, I can't believe you killed my baby.
Yeah,
But her and her new boyfriend killed her. And it's just like, why? I don't understand.
Some people get so caught up with relationships that they nothing else matters except for that person they're with. Just gotta have a man or just gotta have a woman, which I think is absolutely nuts. I mean, but I guess see that's kind of a different story, but that's not it's still like a hot mess too, like after effect of a divorce and stuff like that. And people use kids all the time in divorce, like you're not seeing this child, you're not doing this, doing that, which I think is crazy. I think it's so crazy.
Well, and I just need to say for myself, because anybody who knows me knows that I've been through a divorce, and luckily for me, whatever,
bands of hands.
Hey, you know what? I say, do it till you get it right, okay? Okay. No matter how many times. It's gonna be right one day. It will work.
Okay, Elizabeth Taylor,
anyway,
Liza Minnelli,
multiple times,
or even Julie Garland. All of them have multiple husbands.
The thing, though, is that I never held my children as like they weren't pawns in a relationship. We both worked together. We were mature adults that we could work together. I did not have a bad attitude towards my exes. I didn't say, oh no, until you do this, you can't see your children. I didn't have to sue them for child support because they took care of their children. So we had better relationships where now we are actually friends. I can, be in the same room with them where other women want to rip their heads off or they, are so jealous over certain things. It was never like that. So my children then ended up growing, I feel like, were in a better place, even though it was a divorce, and divorce is always tough. But I talked to them also, and they always knew that this had nothing to do with them.
Right.
It's not like we are not. Hey and I are not good people, but we just didn't work out together. It wasn't for us to be together. But the children should always know it's never because
their
of you.
fault.
You didn't do anything
Sometimes.
wrong. What do you mean?
Sometimes if the one parent is taking more sides of that child, it can lead to that. And I'm being very honest about that because it could lead to, that's why I'm leaving your ass and him. So y'all figure it out. Y'all figure it. You gonna take up for his ass? That's old dirty bastard that's sitting over there. Then you take care of, Well, this is the aftermath of divorce because, and also my main thing is to not just with the children. I'm just talking about family, like your in-laws and stuff, and why everybody gets cut you off like you ain't shit. Like
the day after the divorce.
Soon those papers come and you sign that big suit. They don't know you. They don't speak to you. They are shitty to you in most cases. Some cases it do going on. And then after the divorce, how long should you stay in contact with your ex-in-laws knowing that your partner had moved on?
True.
How do you do that?
True. I mean, for me, I never was the one that was like to contacted them first. I really only see my in-laws when my kids may have gone over there. I had to pick them up.
Or holidays sometimes,
holidays. Right? But I never. It's just for me. But I know there are some that you're still really close. They still consider you that daughter or that son.
Right.
So I don't know how long. I know it's difficult when you do remarry.
But I think when it comes to that point of when the person starts dating, I think it's the responsibility of the ex person to pull herself out of situations like
because it could be
because
a really difficult.
I don't want to come to my mama's house with my wife and my ex-wife is sitting there. You don't need to be here anymore. That's why you're an ex. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I think at that point it's her responsibility to say, you know what, she can still keep in contact with the mom, but you can't be around us like that. No family events, all that is done.
Yeah, you're right. I think that's
because it's not fair to the new wife unless you all come together in agreement with the new wife that end up making like a blended family, then yes, you can do that. Because I know a lot of times there's kids involved, so the mom is going to be there or the dad's going to be there, but it has to be an understanding between a mutual understanding between everybody.
And I've heard that, and this is very rare, but the new wife and the ex-wife end up becoming close.
Good
And
friends. Well, look at Jada Pinkett.
Right.
And Will Smith with his ex-wife and stuff, and they're a blended family. Like she said, we go on trips because the oldest child is his or is hers. You know, then she has the other two, so it's a blended family. That's what I mean. That's an arrangement. That's understood. But in a lot of cases, that's Hollywood. You know, in the real world, that shit don't happen.
To fight.
Yeah, because you bring the wife in like, who this bitch? You know, sit up on what? You next thing you know, you tussling, wigs, all kinds of 27 pieces all over the place. You know, just saying blood, tooth knocked out. You know, some of the retainer because they too old to have one, but they got one. You know, all this stuff, or glasses smacked off. You know, all kinds of stuff. I'm just talking so about it today.
I don't know what has happened, but those are things that can happen. They really
Yeah, but I just think that after the divorce, everybody should be mature about it, especially the parents if you have children.
Maturity and stuff.
You don't have to be friends,
right?
But be be cool to one another, and I want to be what's the word?
Cordial.
Cordial. I couldn't think of it. Be cordial to one another, especially when there's children involved.
But I think if there's a certain level of maturity and class, as we talked about last time. I mean, because of course the ratchet ones are going to have issues.
Oh my God. They will come to your wedding while you're marrying a new one and like, I'm stopping this, you know.
Who objects?
They start snatching the bouquet out of the brides, and because I saw that on YouTube. They say if anybody object to this wedding, please speak your piece now. I do. And it's like, don't get her out of here. They tore up that church. It's on YouTube. Wow. Google ratchet ass weddings, and you'll see. Not Google, but put it on YouTube. I'm telling you, it's a hot mess. I think it's so crazy.
It is. That's
because
definitely crazy.
You spend so much time with this person. It shouldn't end. To me, depending unless the person was like beating on you and stuff like that, then of course you want them removed. You don't ever want to see them again. But if it was like, okay, you fell out of love with each other or cheating, shit happens. Mm-hmm. You gotta be mature enough. Like you can hate them, but just don't have to be around them. You know what I'm saying? But be cordial, especially if you have children.
Right. Exactly. So I definitely agree.
Right. So if y'all have any comments, please, again, the SSK show at gmail.com. Yes. We don't have a Twitter page. We don't have a MySpace.
I know we've been saying it. It's just, life has gotten us busy.
But we're getting back on track. Right.
Because even I figured out the Instagram thing, so we
have to. You got it? Okay.
I know, kind of.
Well, once you go on your Instagram, we shut it down and we put the title of our show on it.
I really don't use it that much.
Oh, you do?
I could shut it down. But that's something I'm going to work on. So.
Because I tried it. I don't know what I did. I don't know. I need to get a little cousin. I need to go talk with one of my little cousins or nephews or niece, somebody, because the newer kids, they know how to do all this stuff. They probably make us.
Probably not Instagram because I think it's real instant. I mean, we can put pictures up there. Instagram is just like you just post pictures, right?
Oh, really? You can put little videos and stuff too.
Yeah, small videos. Yeah, but they're real quick. They're not like
I don't like Twitter.
I don't know.
Because when I had the Twitter, like me and Trump got into it so bad that he blocked me. And this was like what, last year sometime. So I went under another name and continued the argument. Then he said, "I know it's you," and blocked me again. It's like no,
we know that's not true. But
how do you know?
Because we know. But we're gonna. We both have been working a lot, so there's something that we have to just take the time to do.
Yeah, we will.
And we are. It's not like there's a time limit, so we got it.
You know what?
Just saying, it's not.
I know, but we just want to put that the aftermath of the divorce, and make you just think about like, maybe I won't flip out. Maybe I should be more mature and hold my head up high with class when it comes to this, because we have children and we don't want that to be an example of something don't work with mom and dad doesn't mean that it's not a good thing to happen for you.
Right.
You know, a lot of people think,
And-
you know, you want to lead by the example, you know, so.
Exactly. Definitely. So.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Once again, my name is Smitty Sebastian Kirk, always in the works.
I'm Misha C. All about me.
And for that note, we will see you next time, and you all have a great, great week. How about that?
All right.
Because when this is posted, it's probably be May. So, all right, you have a good day.
See ya.
All right, bye.